So another clip of part of the story, the dream, right? The dream is in the story. So when my dad was young, like when he was like really, really young, him and his brother and their friend came across this property. And it was like in upstate New York. And it was called a little town called Mexico. And it was on Lake Ontario. So if you look across, basically that was Ontario. So they bought this property. They scrapped all their money together, and back then, like, they didn't really make any money. They were just young boys. They like barely even finished school and stuff. And so they scrapped all this money together and they bought this property. And the property just happened to be like acres. It was a lot of acres, and it was all on the water, and it was beautiful. And it had a club on it, and the club had like a country club type style place, like a restaurant, and then it had like places for people to come and go and dance and dine and stuff like that. And they had boxing there. They actually held boxing, and there were at the time some famous boxers that would come there. So this place was called Mexico Point. So there's like the sign they put is like Mexico Point. So this property just has tremendous history, and I talk about it a lot. And I'm going to take you step by step through the transitioning and the legacy and the history of this property, because it has so much meaning to it, and it still is meaning. And one day I'm like doing like a documentary on this property because it's amazing story behind it. So it's very, very interesting, and it's like still there. It's beautiful. But anyways, that's like part one. I just wanted to give you like small clips because I know it'll get boring, but it won't, because it's just so exciting. And always remember, the place is just so beautiful. It was like exuberant, and it had this sunset that was just amazing. But anyways, Mexico Point. I'll get to the next one.